known each other longer than we've known each other.
Yeah. I had no idea.
I think they worked at the same job at one point, man. I swear. But yeah, man, I'm tired. I can't speak for y'all, man, but it's been I was outside with, what was the heat index today? Like over 105?
You went out at night?
I know it was 90-something degrees for real, but like, I don't know about the heat index.
Yeah, I was out there trimming the bushes outside, man. I was out there for like maybe an hour. I was sweating buckets.
Nope. Yo, my air cut off in my office. I stopped all work. I was like, I'm not moving until the air come back on.
Conserving all your energy.
You expect me to work in this with these work conditions?
No. What is this? This ain't 1940s.
This is time. Stupid. Yo, imagine, man. All right, man. Welcome back. This is Media Marauders. Please don't mind my enthusiasm. I know I got to pick myself up, so please bear with me. But guys, gentlemen, thank you for showing up. This is Max, Thomas, and Mr. James.
Hold on.
As you can see, we don't have a full house today, Bruno, or King, the man known as King. He couldn't make it today. He had some familial things to take care of, some important familial things. So prayers and shout outs to Mr. King out there. Hope to see you soon, man. But until then, we'll hold it down like we usually do. Media Marauders is what we do. We try to bring you content that we enjoyed throughout the week or we found interesting, and we try to give it to the world and let you guys let us know what you think. Whatever kind of reciprocation, kind of relation, somewhat of a symbiosis relationship outside of Venom and all that. But that was a comic book term, I just figured since we're kind of nerds but yeah, so we try to always yeah, edit that out. But we try to bring everything back to the table. You guys let us know in the comments what you think. Give us a subscription or a like, or possibly a comment or something. Just let us know what you think. But today, if you guys don't have anything else, I figured we could just jump in.
Let's go for it. Oh, but real quick, I seen this video of Mike Tyson warming up. That man is a monster. That's all I got to say, man.
I believe that doesn't really leave, man. Like,
I was seeing him and I was like, I'm going to send to my next life after that.
Yeah, I seen some of his warm up, man, and the man's a problem still. Like, he's still somewhat like, I feel like he's a lot more fit than my 30-year-old self, or my 32-year-old self, to his almost hitting 60 right now.
Something, I forgot what his age was, but yeah,
he'll still clearly beat my ass, and I'm okay with that.
He's a peaceful man now.
Is he?
I think so.
Not in the ring, man.
I don't know if you still have a face tattoo. It just screams violence to me.
You don't take that off afterwards. You know what? I'm no longer violent.
No, you really could still take it off. It's just like it's like a token of my badassness.
That's who he is now, man.
I guess, but shout out to Mike Tyson. We love you, man. We don't want no problems. You're still in shape. We can see that, man.
I just had to say something about him because it was crazy, man. I was like, ain't no way.
I think I might have seen that video too. It was him just kind of like shadow boxing a little bit.
Oh no, he was actually training for trainer, and the trainer's getting knocked back. So,
oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, once again, shout out. No problems. Take it easy, old man. That's old man Logan like equivalent right there. All right, man. So I'm gonna start it off. If you gentlemen don't mind.
No.
I just recently Disney Plus just released another series, another Marvel series, of course, and it's called What If ... Marvel. If you don't know anything about this, we'll take it back a little bit to the 1970s. This What If series has been around, like I said, since 1970s or 1977, where they would have a certain anthology comic book series about things that happen canonically within the main series, like let's say Spider-Man, and they will alter certain things. Like, once again, Spider-Man becoming Doctor Strange, that has been in the issue before, or Spider-Man being a part of Fantastic Four. Like, it's little moments, like little snippets, like one little thing that happened in the continuity changes, and it completely alters what the original source was. And now coming back to, thank you, Mr. Thomas. Now coming back to Disney Plus 2021, with this animated TV series, the first episode was really interesting. I think what they're doing in this, from what I've read and what I've seen, they're continuing with the Marvel MCU, like what's already been out with like Iron Man, Thor, not Spider-Man, but Doctor Strange, and they're altering a bit what happened throughout the movies. The first episode is called "What If Captain Carter Were the First Avenger." If you don't remember who Captain Carter or who Carter was, it's Peggy Carter, the love interest of Captain America, Steve Rogers. In the episode, no spoilers really, because they've done a trailer for it. We get an alternate like with Loki. If you haven't watched, a lot of variants, the alternate timelines. This animated series kind of follows that, where with the what ifs of Peggy Carter becoming Captain Carter, which is the equivalent of what Steve Rogers as Captain America. And it follows her journey, like an abridged version of the first Avenger movie with Captain America. And within a 34-minute time span, it sections off the importance of what happens while she becomes Captain Carter. And I gotta say, man, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the first episode. Go ahead.
I just want to jump in here. When they first announced the what ifs and like they showed the commercial, I was like, yo, all these crazy things, all these different universes. I like how they're tying this together right after the Loki series. Like it just flows correctly. I don't know, these Marvel writers or the production team or whoever is chronologically putting these things out, they put some thought into it, honestly. And I like how they are following the comics. I like what they're doing.
Yeah, and I was talking to Thomas off camera. Marvel animation hasn't been known to be very good, but he pointed out this is a completely different team. Like we're assuming, and I'm pretty sure he's right. Anyways, yeah, that we believe that it's a completely different team working, because I think what you mentioned, Sony possibly being some of the old team.
So.
But yeah, like, and even the animation itself is cell shaded animation style, and usually I'm not the biggest fan of that, but they worked it so, like, I think one of the cell shaded one of my favorite cell shaded was Rogue Galaxy, the video game. I don't know if you guys played that on the PS2, but that has that similarity there, and I really enjoyed the Rogue Galaxy. Not to completely deter away from this, but that was another cell shaded animation that was really good to me. And just shout out real quick to the studio, to the production team. It's Flying Bark Productions, and Stephen Frank is head of animation. I don't know much of the works of Flying Bark, but
it makes it look kind of like a comic in a way. Like, it gives me a comic feel, and I respect that because it is comics. I'm like, hey, this is a good twist or way to put this out there.
Yeah, and I think it really had that aesthetic of the 1940s, because that's World War II. This is during World War II, and I don't know if you like some of those vintage 1940s drawings or styles. Like it kind of like a homage to that type of shading, that coloring. The lighting was really on point. The fight scenes were so quick but really well choreographed, man. I was really surprised. Like, Captain Carter was kicking ass, man. Like, she was whooping, like she was throwing her shield around like better than Steve Rogers. I'm like, oh shit.
She's more nimble. She's more nimble.
Yeah, and they still go the route with the romance between Steve Rogers and, like, within the 34 minutes they have little vigilance, like little moments between each other. And in 1940s, women were seen as powerless. So, it wasn't heavy-handed how she was being treated, even when she had her powers. You know what I mean? She had the super soldier serum inside of her. Like, they were showing still discrimination, like, even though she could beat your ass, like how they were doing with Steve Rogers when they were just using him as a propaganda piece. So it was a really nice way they tied that in with, women's rights and how women were treated back then, especially. Not to spoil anything, though, man, it just, like, a lot of the voice acting, a handful of the actors from the movies are a part of it as well. Like, Peggy Carter, her voice actress, the actress, give me a second. Hallie Atwell played Peggy on Carter. Sebastian Stan revised it. He did his role again with Bucky Barnes. Dominic Cooper did Howard Stark. Like, there's just a handful of guys. The Watcher. See, what I like about this too, and then I'm gonna move away, and then we could jump to something else. What I really liked about it, the Watcher. If you guys don't know who the Watcher is, they're one of they're the people that pretty much watch over the universe with
big
the
head.
It's like, yeah, the big head mother.
Oh yeah.
and this, it kind of like he's telling a story of these what ifs, and it reminds me of the Time Zone for some reason.
Oh, like the Time Zone or the Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
I was into that show. Of course, my dad.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, the Twilight Zone. It definitely gave me that vibe at the very beginning. The voice actor for Yuto, the Watcher, the main Watcher for Earth 616. He's the main Watcher for Earth 616. Jeffrey Wright. If you don't know who Jeffrey Wright is, he's his long lost brother of Mr. Thomas over there.
That's a new one.
Yo,
that's a new one.
No, at all. It just like walked in like straight. I'm like, yo, how did he do that?
I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me, Thomas. Don't edit stuff into my Don't fuck with me, man. Please.
Hey, mess with the genie.
I'm sorry. But no, Jeffrey Wright is a well-known actor. He's been in quite a few movies. He's a great actor. And honestly, I think that's a compliment in my book. All right, but yeah, so I would really suggest you guys to watch this. All jokes aside, I'm sorry. But no, I really would heavily suggest y'all watching the subscribers and even you guys, man. I'm looking forward. They already confirmed that the second season could be coming out. So
I seen that when I read something, but I thought like, you know how you just put stuff on Google, you can't believe everything. I didn't do any research to see if that was like for real or not. But that's dope. Like a second season. How many episodes is this season? Do you know?
I think 9.
Okay. Oh, more than 6. Oh.
The thing I was gonna say too, though, with it was that the studio that's working on What If was developed to work on What Ifs. I was looking into it. I guess in 2019, Kevin Feige was like, given the title chief creative officer. So he oversees the other animated studio. I guess he was just like, y'all cool.
Yeah. It honestly, if they keep going this route, like, I don't know. They didn't have what's going to be for the next episode. They didn't show any kind of preview for that. So I have no idea. I think I saw Spider-Man as Doctor Strange, like having the robe. So I would love that to be, and I would love to watch that.
I just want to see crazy I am. Howard the Duck. Every time I see him in the trailer, I'm like, yo, y'all give me a Howard the Duck show. I'm buying Disney Plus. I'm in there. That will get me to get the subscription.
And you know what? Honestly, like that's kind of like segue into what I wouldn't mind doing a quick question. Like, what would you guys like to see in the What Ifs? If we could go there.
I don't even know what to say. I seen something where Hulk or like Hulk killed Wolverine or Wolverine killed Hulk, but I don't know.
And that's from the comic book?
I guess like I was online and I searched What If, and like that was an image that popped up, and I was like, wait, they're going to do this? Or like, I remember watching their battle, like, in the movie, but
yeah, because I think originally that one of them was introduced fighting the other one. So I think it was Wolverine was introduced by fighting the Hulk. Like it was a versus is what brought him in. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's something weird like that because that's why they did the Hulk versus Wolverine movie. There's a Hulk versus Wolverine comic book out there, but that's not a What If though. That's more of like it went down.
Yeah, that actually happened.
I don't think one killed the other in the movie that I remember. I thought I was fighting the whole time, but
I was thinking, can they kill each other? Well, I know Hulk can die because
Hulk can't die. I've never seen either one of those two die. So
Hawkeye killed the Hulk. Shot him between the eyes before he transformed.
Yeah, but he always saves himself. But the Hulk always saves.
No, it was
Bruce Banner.
No, it was one of those situations where both the Hulk and Bruce Banner gave Hawkeye told him how to take him out.
Oh, you're right. It was in Civil War 2, I think. I think it was in Civil War 2.
If you see me getting ready to get angry, pop me.
Take me out. Yeah, it was a whole debacle. Like that's what started the Civil War 2.
And they didn't know that the Hulk had this conversation with him already.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I think he ended up revived. He ended up coming back to life anyway.
Hey, it was Marvel. No one's really dead.
Dying? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Wolverine's been dead for. Well, he actually came back, but Wolverine was dead for a good while. So was the Human Torch. Like they found a way to bring these guys back.
If you can't come back through normal means, we got other universes to pull you from.
Yeah, sure do got.
They got doctors. They got Doctor Strange in their back pocket to do something. Like that's always been Ryan. Is
he the Barry or is he the Flash of alternate timelines?
Oh, they got two. DC has one person.
More.
Marvel has way too many of them. It's you forgot about Legion, the dude who's just creating universes.
Create a whole fucking world.
He gets mad in
his mind.
I'm gonna go make another universe over here. I don't like y'all anymore.
Wow. And that goes into like I would love to see an X-Men. I think this would be a perfect time for them to do something with X-Men, man, to bring them in or do like a subtle Easter egg for them, like just to let it be known, hey, we haven't forgot about Fox. We got to deal with Fox already. These guys are definitely coming into the MCU now.
That's gonna be. I think that's if they do the merging of the universes, it'll be easier because it's going to be able to explain away Pedro and Scarlet Witch because it's like you have two of them already here who are in both movies.
Right.
I'd like to see a new take on Wolverine. So if I had a what if, I want something with. Well, they already got that in there. Something with the Silver Surfer. Give me something with the Silver Surfer.
Yo, Silver Surfer is my dad's favorite. I love Silver Surfer too. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
That was
I never considered the Silver Surfer, yo. Never considered Silver Surfer.
My pops was a big Silver Surfer fan too. For some reason, he used to draw him all the time or something.
Man, he's like the arbiter of Galactus.
He's the arbiter of Galactus. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was like sort of a helper. He's pretty much a helper of Galactus.
Strong as
but he's not a bad guy. But he's not a bad guy though.
Well, Galactus isn't a bad guy either. He's a force of nature.
Yeah, he's a force of nature.
He just comes off like a bad guy.
Hey, some planets got to go.
Yeah, destroy and wreck pretty much anything, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think an X-Men crossover or something to show the X-Men, or even freaking like I would just be excited for Spider-Man, but I know that's gonna happen. But or Fantastic Four.
Or like what if with the Dark Avengers or something? Like when the Avengers go like if
the Illuminati too, that'd be dope.
Something that you won't see.
So they'd be super dark, yo. That'd be crazy. Like they start killing there, yo. For real.
That are like the Hydra version of Captain America.
Yeah.
So they have to do that because that's the thing. So
yeah, they could introduce the Hydra, the whole thing that happened with Captain America and Hydra. They could touch up on that. But they already did the whole Peggy because this Peggy Carter, her being Captain Carter, she's gonna have a reoccurring role in one of the other episodes. Yeah,
I think a few people are.
Oh, so they're gonna tie them together? I didn't know.
Somewhat.
Well, the thing is, they said it's canon to the movie, to the cinematic universe. What if it's canon to the cinematic universe?
But I thought it was anything. I just thought it was like a what if alternate reality, like whatever Doctor Strange goes through.
Yeah,
all these different.
Well, you have Quantumanium with Ant-Man and Wasp, and then you're gonna have
and that's gonna be the first time you see Kang the Conqueror in there.
And then you're gonna have Multiverse of Madness. I think
Doctor Strange, and that's gonna deal with Spider-Man and Spider-Verse. I know it.
Yo,
I think Phase 4 is gonna be
crazy,
getting into the comic books.
Wild,
like
heavy.
I'm ready for it, but like, how old are we gonna be? We're gonna be fit. How old are we gonna be,
bro? You know what? Honestly, age in this moment does not matter at all because I will be sitting there with my grandchildren.
I want to. I'm just saying, like, I always notice, like, when it comes to Marvel, and if DC puts out a good animated movie, like, I'm always waiting, like, yo, what's next? I'm like, it's like my life is consisting of what next what are they gonna do next? How over the top they're gonna be next? What's next?
But that's the thing too, though, like, because Marvel has a staple. You saw with like DC Suicide Squad. Marvel has a staple of characters that we got like easily forget about.
Yeah,
and like remember when they did Guardians of the Galaxy the movie? Like Guardians of the Galaxy,
you were like, before
yeah, I definitely did.
And like, now they got like the game, the movie, all that dropping. So
you know how many X-Men it is that we haven't seen? I'm just that's so many X-Men.
I always say we've been stuck on the 92 X-Men for forever. Like in
mutants in general. Yeah, mutants in general. Like that's what they did with the Negasonic team. They're able to let Fox have that. Or over in the Deadpool, that one chick that had her power was never like in the comic book, that wasn't her power. So they just grabbed the name of that character and switched up the power entirely.
Like think about it though. Like the X-Men, I think that are in the comic book now are like people that if you showed them to anyone, they wouldn't know who they were unless they were like following the comic books.
Because they had like kids or like I remember this one time I was reading this comic book with the X-Men, and it was just kids trapped on an island. And I don't know how the hell they got on an island. Like I don't know if it was a what-if scenario. I was like, I was so intrigued, but it was there. I was like, they're in their adolescence and everything. I was like, what the hell is going? Then I started looking at Wikipedia. I know I'm using Wikipedia, but I looked at how many different things happen with X-Men. I was like, I can't touch this. I can't.
That's the challenge.
Because there's the whole Inhuman War,
which
was an interesting situation.
And then you have different issues for like how they like Uncanny X-Men, all new X-Men. They have so many different X-Men.
Then I got
X-Force, Delta Strike,
X-Force,
Yep. Then I started getting into like, the second Phoenix and who's the strongest, and like that's what I learned about Legion. And like
Phoenix Force.
I started looking at supernova status. I started looking at everything. It's like, this is what the hell? Like who can be who?
I love it. I love how convoluted.
Like with X-Men though, they could go forever because there's so many of them.
Yeah,
so many.
And I really think the introduction of the Eternals is going to help with bringing in the X-Men, since they've been around before. Like they might. I think they're the ones that created the mutant gene or whatever, just the idea or the whole personification of what a mutant is. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. But yeah, man. I suggest you guys to watch it if you can. I'm looking forward to the next couple episodes, honestly. I'm thinking about just letting it build, and I just want to binge because they're only going to be like 30 to 30. It looks like they're going to be like 30, 35 minutes long each episode.
Okay. At some point, I might jump in to all of them.
Yeah. Just watch them all.
I think when the movies start dropping regularly, and when a movie comes out that I really want to see, because I still haven't caught up on all the Marvel movies to begin with, because
I hear you.
It's just too much at this point.
Yeah, especially with COVID after. Like, I know Black Widow just came out. I haven't been in a rush to watch it. That whole craziness with Scarlett Johansson and Disney right now, that's...
Yeah, like I said, really cut ties to her, and I seen something that they actually paid her, and I was like, I have no idea what the facts are. I'm just reading what the headlines are saying and stuff, and I was like, this is crazy. Getting messy, like for real. But
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's all I really have for this week. I might have one more thing, but I might hold it off for later.
I do want to add something what you just said. Yeah. So basically, when the Celestials visited Earth 1 million years ago, they created two divergent races along the Eternals and I guess the Deviants, and then some of the experiments also created mutants overall.
Okay, so they were all associated under the Eternals.
Yeah, they were all
around the Eternals.
Right. That's what I read. I'm trying to figure out the true source for it, but
and I know Inhumans are somewhat like mutants as well, but from another planet for another universe or something.
That's the thing. Depends on what time you're reading, what you're gonna get. I like the show before it got canceled, but
yeah, it looked. I mean, I watched the first episode and I couldn't do it, man.
Oh no, it was cheesy. There's a few actors that I recognize from other shows. I was like, I can watch this.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Inhumans.
Inhumans. It was on ABC. Okay. It was on ABC. It was not good.
It's been ABC doing all that.
What's the other one where there was a blast after Xavier went off? Like, what's the name of that show? After
Legion?
Legion? No, it was one other show that featured a guy from True Blood.
Never seen that.
Oh, you talking about that ran for like 3 seasons.
Yeah, that one was a better, like that to me was a good version of X-Men.
That was good enough. It was good enough to continue.
Gifted? Was it Gifted? No.
Gifted.
Gifted.
It was good.
Yeah, that was because those were X-Men that like they never call them the X-Men, but those were X-Men also in certain times.
Yeah.
So
it was after the fall of the X-Men, and then that's when a lot of mutants were dying off. I think it was around that time. A lot of mutants were starting to go extinct.
Yeah, they was getting chased down by the government too to try to complete.
I felt like they were gonna bring the Sentinels in at that point, but they never did.
They were working on it.
I know. We got one more season.
They're
ready. Oh my god.
Yeah, they were teasing that one, man. It was good. I was really surprised that it lasted. I wasn't surprised it lasted long. I was glad it lasted that long. I wish it would have kept going. I wish it would have kept going.
If I lived in that world and I ain't have mutant powers, you know I'd have been on the side of the Sentinel people. Nah, we can't have these freaks running around with them superpowers.
These freaks. You ain't shit, man.
Make America great.
It's stupid. But all right, that was my topic for the day, man. Anybody want to jump in?
I got a small one because PlayStation Plus has a new update with that game, Hunter's Arena. And no, I camera started acting up. And yeah, that is what this happened before, didn't it?
I think so a while back, but
yeah.
It doesn't look bad.
I think it's because I'm wearing some dark colors, but they have like this game Hunter's Arena coming out, which is like it's like Apex meets what did I tell you? Apex meets like Zelda.
Yeah, you said Zelda.
Like Soul Calibur, which it's like a really crazy like fighting game situation they got going on. And like
it came out 2020?
It came out like last week, I want to say.
Oh, its initial release must have been 2020. It actually came out later.
Yeah, initially it was out on PC. It just came out on consoles.
Oh,
like recently.
Do they already? Okay, but all right, I'll let you finish and then I'll.
So like it's in the like PlayStation Plus. Like I played it a little bit so far, and I think this might be one of them games that's like I can see it getting a little bit addictive because
this is crazy.
Like
it makes me think of is it like equivalent to Genshin Impact real quick?
No, it's like Apex. Like you start off, you jump into them, you start off in a battle, you hop off and go like you start off in like a tower somewhere that everyone jumps in their own directions. You got to start leveling up in the middle of the match, finding equipment, armor, and all that stuff. And then like so you're constantly going around killing monsters and fighting other people. It's an interesting take on the battle royale like genre. And I'm like, I bang with it. Like so far. I haven't really jumped deep into it because I've seen a few people playing it here and there. And then like when the bosses come out, that's even crazy because like I can be in a fight with you, and all of a sudden the boss shows up. So then now we got to worry about
crazy
the boss trying to kill us.
Oh, so you both got to work together. So that's dope because like you get to fight regular monsters in the real world, and then you still have to fight
each other.
Yeah.
Team up for like big battles, and then you be right back and fighting each other. That's interesting. I like that idea. I like that concept.
Or if y'all too weak, y'all got to go your separate ways.
And then it even has like a versus mode too, which is kind of like a tag battle mechanic situation. Which that to me was like, I was like, all right, that's what I tried first. I was like, you know what? Let me see how well I am against other people on Jump. And I think right now I haven't really made it past like the top 14 out of like 30 or something like that. But like when you rocking up on people and when someone really don't know what they're doing, and you sitting there, you like, all right, I got a little bit of power here, and they run up on you, and next thing you know, you're sitting here like already have like a whole bunch of armor pieces connected to you, and you slamming down on them. It's ridiculous. It's like it makes you feel like a beast. It just makes you feel like a beast. And like this was like one of the matches I was rocking with was like one of the versus mode. I was using a dude who kind of can do some kind of persona stuff or something like that. Like this is the gameplay when you're doing the versus mode and all of that.
Wow, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like you got the versus, then you like versus mode like tags. So you pick two characters, start tagging between them.
Play this. I didn't know you played against somebody. I thought this was like the NPC or something like that. You actually playing against somebody for real.
This is just a normal versus mode. So it's me against one other person, and then you got your special moves, your combos, and all that stuff. So it's pretty good. It hits.
So that'd be dope. Like we all had different characters and we ran through, and like
it's free right now on PlayStation Plus.
So question, is there an actual storyline to it?
That's a good question.
I don't think so. Probably.
Okay.
I ain't check. It's just one of those games that people get together, play. Like you could
jump in and fight.
Yeah, because you could do solo battle, you could do solo battle royal, teams of 3 battle royal, or tag versus. And that's what's in right now.
Okay. So yeah, it's definitely an Apex. It's definitely an Apex type of game, or reminiscent to that point where you got team. You could be on teams, or it's all for one type of.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
You get like all for one in solo teams. You can get your team 3 and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. It's like I'm gonna give it a good try. I'm still in the beginning of it. I enjoy what I played so far. It's one of those things like I know it's like if more and more people are playing it, I'm probably gonna play it more at that point.
Yeah, it has a bigger community, more people to fight up against and challenge.
And I feel like they did that smart move of making it on PlayStation. You put anything on PlayStation Plus when you first drop, you're getting a community as long as the gameplay's solid, and so far it's solid. So
okay, that'd be kind of cool too. If they had a 3 versus 3 versus mode, and you had to kill so many monsters in a lot amount of time, or like that'd be kind of dope too.
I can see that. That's the thing. There's something they probably could add in later too, because you know how those games do. After a while, they get not better. They start developing new game modes to keep people in. Which
do they have already set characters, or do you customize your own character? Because I saw something that looked like it was customization.
There's another game that's coming out, but that one's like $20-something, which I'm thinking about that one also. And you create your own character, but that one's even more like Apex. I can't think of the name right now off the top of my head, but it's like you create your own character in that game, and then you kind of go and find weapons in the field. This game, your character already has his weapon on him at all times. You just kind of find armors and like power ups.
Okay, but your design and everything, like from the jump, is already made.
Yeah, this one's
one of alterations.
One of those hero games.
That one guy, it showed him like 5 different suits, but maybe he was already made. He got different suits you can customize, something like that.
Yeah, it's like Apex. Because Apex, you get different skins for your character. And I think that's where they're going to make the money at. Instead of putting the money in the in the idea of doing pay to win, it's going to be more like people getting skins, which it always seems like skins been making that money.
Yeah, definitely. So these characters already have they already got like a setup biography about themselves. Like
they got like setups, gameplay style.
All right,
like some are like long range, when other ones are like close range. You got like your tank type characters and all that. So.
Okay, I might check this out then.
It's free.
I might download it tonight or sometime this week.
Hey, you don't say the word, hop on it.
Yeah, that because I saw a while back. I saw something that they said it was going to be free for PS Plus owners, and I like the presentation. When you just showed us, I remember watching that a while back. I was like, I know this look familiar. All right, cool. That's what's up, man. And then you got anything else?
No, that's it. Oh, and
right, cool.
And the thing I showed you earlier, the episode Ace art, which. They need to bring that manga over here.
Oh, show the picture real quick. Show the picture to James.
Yeah, please show me.
If you guys, to the viewers, if you don't know who if you've never heard of the manga Sunken Rock, please stop the video real quick.
Hold on. No, they're making an anime? Or
No, they're not making an anime. They're making go ahead, Tom.
They already have the second chapter, 2 chapters out of episode Ace for One Piece. Is like it's based off the novel that they made about like Ace's life in the One Piece story. So now they're doing they did a manga on it. So I think it's the same artist that also does Dr. Stone. And they were seeing this art. I'm like, yo, One Piece in this art? I like One Piece like a lot. I'm 900 episodes in, but in this art, I'm like, I would read this. I'd read this manga.
I will have to buy this if they're starting it over, because I'm so far behind in One Piece. If I could find any kind of spin-off from One Piece that starts from the beginning, I'm down for it.
That's the thing too. I think it's like a small one too. So it's like maybe 6 chapters at most. I'm thinking.
I'm fine with that.
Like an alternate universe, or they just doing this is like a
story,
a side story or something like that.
It's a side. It's like the background story of Ace. So
okay.
It can only go up to Ace's like certain parts of the story, because they did
without spoiling.
Yeah, they did a story also about they did a side story based off of Food Wars using Sanji, which I saw that one. I was like, I kind of want to read that one too. It's like what? It's like in the Food War art style, and it's just Sanji like taking part in like different cooking competitions. One Piece got some side some spin-offs. I'm like, yo, y'all just been sitting on this? Like, y'all letting us anime fans sit there and watch it. Y'all these manga fans hiding it.
Oh, yeah, man. See, mangas all day, baby.
No, never mind, take it back.
Oh, okay. All right, bet. Yeah, that animation looks, that drawing looked beautifully done, bro. Sunken Rock, please check it out. I think Dr. Stone is one of his most recent popular works.
Boichi or something like that.
Boichi's the artist and the writer, from what it said on Sunken Rap.
Love that style. Love
I looked
that.
at a couple of chapters of Sunken Rock, like just because it popped up as something I should read, and I was like, "Holy crap, this looks crazy!" But I haven't started it yet.
All right, so yeah, definitely appreciate it, Thomas, man. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, I'll tell you after this. Never mind.
Okay, yeah. We'll do a quick commercial break, and then you can finish your thought, and then we'll jump over to you, James. Cool?
Sounds good.
All right, man. We'll be right back. Stay right there. Welcome back, Media Marauders. We took a quick commercial break. As you can see, Mr. Thomas finished it off with some gameplay for PlayStation Plus owners. What was the game called again?
Hunter's Arena.
Hunter's Arena
on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Also, shout out to No Man's Sky. They're on the 5th anniversary, and they got a new expansion coming.
Nice. I remember you said one time they had the swordfish from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, that was like a normal thing to find. They just had the some stuff from Mass Effect in there for like limited time.
You got James' attention.
Yeah, you were able to get the Normandy if you were able to find it in space.
Wow.
Did you ever get that remastered edition for the Mass Effect?
Nah, I need to. That's like something I have to own.
I heard it's pretty good adaptation.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
People love it.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know. So I might get my hand at it again. Who knows?
And and that other game you were thinking of was Naraka Blade Point. That's the one where you can do like the character customization.
Customization. Like okay. Yeah, I might look into that one. I'm not usually that big on customizations like that, but if it looks nice enough.
Is it PC? I don't think it's PC only, but I'll drop it in the
Discord.
Yeah,
I got you. All right then, Mr. Thomas, you the last one on deck, man. What's up?
You mean
James?
I said, Mr. James. Sorry, I did say Mr. Thomas, didn't I? I'm just so used to saying Mr. and Thomas.
I know we all look alike, you know.
He just wrong, and he was just like.
I was really like waiting, like, you gonna talk, motherfucker? Like, what's up? My bad, man. Mr. James, could you please continue with what you have?
All right, so I've been watching this anime. I think it came out this summer. It's called The Case Study of Vanitas, which basically is in the 19th century Paris, and No is searching for the fabled book of Vanitas. And while traveling aboard a ship, which is basically a airship, he runs into this doctor, and the doctor calls himself Vanitas. And basically, it's a story about vampires and a curse of vampires due to quote unquote they think is the blue moon. And Vanitas is basically the book of Vanitas got passed down to the Dr. Vanitas, which is actually a human. So I haven't figured out exactly how he got his powers yet, but he does have some type of powers. But he's able to cure the vampires for when their name is taken. So if a vampire's name is taken, they become enraged and estranged, and they end up going crazy and attacking other vampires. So, but the whole vampire world is against the one sole vampire, the Blue Moon, which is, I guess, that was the master of Vanitas there, in all black. So basically, he reads his book and he's able to take the name back of the vampires before they go completely crazy, and go on a hunger killing spree, vampire or not. So,
Jesus.
So it's actually really good. You see different powers, different vampires, fighting majestically. And you also see this story. It seems like it's wrapped in kind of love story-ish, but basically the vampire with a white hair, he's been searching for this book because his master told him to search for his book, but they introduced childhood memories where even little vampires can get their name taken away and go crazy on a rampage and end up killing each other. Only way to stop it, the vampires thought was like killing them, but then Vanitas comes along and he's able to. But vampires still believe through the lore that the vampire of the Blue Moon is the one that's actually causing everybody to become estranged.
Okay, so
it's called.
Well, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. Hold on, James. You're breaking up.
One thing. It's called the.
You're breaking up a little bit. Say that one more time.
When the vampires become estranged, it's called Charleton's Parade, and the vampires see this parade of black, I don't know, shapes or forms that ask for their name, like in their mind, and it ends up basically like when they ask for their name, it kind of takes their soul and it corrupts them.
You know what? For some reason, the way you introduced it reminded me of that one anime called Trinity Blood. Have y'all watched that?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Trinity Blood. And the more you explain things, made me think for some reason D Gray Man.
See,
D Gray Man is crazy. I can't wait to finish that. They're slack.
What got me was when I watched the first episode of this, like it reminded me of like Code Vein, like some of the stuff like when like the bosses in Code Vein when they go through their some kind of transformation in and like the whole thing with the spires and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I was getting heavy vibes from both those animes. So like when you say airship, I think I remember the first episode of Trinity Blood started off in an airship and there was a fighting scene there.
Okay.
I forget the premise of Trinity Blood completely, but it made me, because you said vampire, so I thought automatically Trinity Blood.
And the one crazy thing about this is Vanitas says he's trying to cure all the vampires. He wants to save them all. But when you watch it, saving them can either mean you give them back their name or they actually might die. So you're like, hey, is this guy actually a good guy or is he a bad guy?
Or he's playing both sides.
Yeah, he's playing both sides. Like, what's his end game? And I don't know what that is yet, but it's great. It's made by the studio Bones, and I think it's a
great studio.
Yes, definitely great. I thought it was Square Enix, but I might be wrong.
It's published by Square Enix, right?
Yes, published by Square Enix. Yes, published by Square Enix.
I think I remember you mentioning that.
It's definitely worth the watch. I wasn't planning on watching it, and I just picked it up and it just captivated me from the first episode because the Dr. Vanitas is kind of like quirky, and you wonder what he's thinking was going on. That's because kind of mysterious about what his true.
What? Oh yeah, you breaking up little by little, bro.
He completely stopped on my end.
Oh damn, me too. Yeah, you breaking up a little bit, James.
Or completely. And he definitely will use.
It's completely stopped on mine. It's been completely stopped on mine for like a good minute.
Yeah, I was seeing him move every so often. It was
Sorry
all good.
About that.
You straight, bro. Don't even stress it. But yeah, this anime sounds pretty good. I saw it a few times. You remind me of that Key and Peele episode. I'ma just end it. I'ma just end it.
Are you plugged in? Just a quick question. Are you plugged? Like, is your laptop plugged in?
No, I'm gonna plug in. It's never messed up. This first time. I always not been plugged in, so I don't.
You're good, man. Don't worry, King ain't here to hurry up and shit on you, man. So you straight,
right?
Yeah, he can pop in right now. Like, what?
Who laptop fucking up? Nah, you straight. But no, I seen the cover art, or I saw like the cover art for it, and it looked interesting. It was a dark skinned protagonist, I'm thinking, or the main character's dark skin. So I was like, yeah, let me I might check this out because we need more of this. But
when they draw him though, he's darker, but he's not.
Definitely still Asian or French or whatever kind of nationality he might be.
He's just who he is. Fair skin. Yeah.
What gets me, I just did a quick Googles of it. The manga's still going, so.
Oh, so there is a manga for it.
Well, there's 9 volumes, and it's been going since 2015.
Oh wow, nice, good run.
They're taking their time with it. I'd say it reminds me of Black Butler a little bit.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's a good point.
The same, but not exactly the same as Black Butler.
It was just like
you guys seen Black Butler? I've never seen Black Butler.
I liked it, and I found some of them to be weird, but I found out later those ones were kind of like just random, like they weren't based off the mangas. They're just like, we're just gonna make them because y'all taking too long. So
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's called what again? Vanitas.
The case study of Vanitas.
I think I might check that out. Like I'm the only anime I've been really getting into. I got to get back into Your Eternity. But the one that I mentioned before, yeah, I got to get back on that one. But the one I mentioned before, Sunny Boy, and I might bring it up next episode. Sunny Boy is a really interesting one.
They're both on Hulu. Sunny Boy and
really?
The case study of Vanitas.
Yeah.
You ain't been watching on Hulu? What you been watching? Huh? You been bootlegging this?
What?
Anime Network. Anime Network, man.
Hey, Thomas, you ain't gonna be coming at us like that, bro. We handle what we gotta handle. We watch it the way they're supposed to be watched.
When you can legally watch it easy.
It's on Funimation, man. Watch it on Funimation.
Okay.
There you go. See?
Speaking of Funimation, did you see that?
Oh yeah, let's talk on that right quick. How y'all feel on that?
Let's do that.
Sony bought Funimation, right? Are they just combined together?
No, yeah. Sony owned Funimation already. Funimation bought Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. My bad, Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll. Yeah, and I was like, wow, it's like $1.2 billion merger right there. Crazy. So the FCC was looking into it to make sure they ain't breaking trade laws and anything like that. And they let it fly. And I'm just like, wow. So like, am I going to get my one streaming service finally that I can watch every single thing on and never have to worry about it again? I mean, besides from Netflix.
Hopefully.
Theirs, but
they're also talking there might be a price hike on PlayStation Plus, and they're going to add a subscription to Funimation up there.
Wait, so price hike plus additional money for the subscription, or just
so you're pretty much paying you're paying for the subscription regardless. It sounds like.
You remember Sony got PlayStation got rid of all their video stuff pretty much, and they've been doing some partnerships with different companies. So,
definitely got to timestamp this moment because that's pretty interesting. I don't think a lot of people know because I saw something. I think one of you guys put it in the chat, and I was like, "Wait, nah, that can't be right."
Me, I don't know.
I think it might have been you, James, but or it could have been. Yeah, it could have been one of y'all. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, "Oh, it's in the works, or they already finalized it."
It was in the works. 2019 or last?
Yeah, they've been researching it. I guess it might slow down because of COVID, whatever. I don't know. But when I seen it finalized, I was like, "Yo, this is snuck up on me," because I didn't remember it from 2019. It just kind of popped out there, so unexpected to me. But clearly, been going on for a while.
Does that make it a monopoly? No, right?
You have High Dive. I think it was High Dive. I'm not sure about Anime Network. There's a few legal other places to watch anime. I remember that basketball one I was watching, something ducking, that was off of High Dive, and it was also on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Wow. Well, so you know what? Go ahead. Sorry.
You think Netflix and Hulu is preventing it from being a monopoly?
And Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime had their own anime one. It's just no one really bought
HBO Max. Well, no. HBO Max because it has Crunchyroll, so now it's just going to be right there in front. Well, then HBO Max might just have Funimation now.
I think HBO Max.
They have Crunchyroll.
Do they?
Yeah, really? I check every once in a while to see what new anime is on there. They don't.
Crunchyroll does lease their animes to different because ERV I think also has some Crunchyroll ones up there too.
Okay.
And then
that makes sense.
And the same with Hulu, because Hulu, they don't get all of them; they get some of them.
Yeah, they only get some.
They do the simulcast.
Top tier ones. Usually the top ones that I really want to watch is what I say.
And then because I know Funimation has ones that they share with. They used to have some they only share with Crunchyroll, like a few of them, and they kept a lot of them to themselves. But then now it's
they already had that kind of talking. If they were looking out for each other like that.
Yeah.
Damn,
they did this. They did the same with Hulu because I remember I started watching Kingdom.
How does it affect everything? How does that affect those?
I mean, those contracts, it's just a bigger platform now.
They could get greedy and keep both platforms. You want Funimation or you want Crunchyroll? Buy both of them. We own both. It's the same person.
They don't have to combine them. You're right. They don't have to combine
them. No, because they already announced that people are going to be like, no, you got to be. I'm just going to stay on Crunchyroll. Or I'm just going to stay on Funimation.
Sony owns a lot of different things that people don't realize they own. They're just like, yeah.
People people caught a winner that people know now. So what they're gonna do is merge it. Most likely, just call it fun and roll. I don't know.
Think about it. Think about it. We all forgot about it. Like this one won't happen.
I didn't even know about it.
See, it's probably gonna happen again. People gonna forget about it. But all right, yeah, cool. And then it's like the only thing I'm like,
anime's up and coming. I don't see this one like really disappearing like that. Anime is definitely a hip thing to watch.
Very, very pop culture.
Yeah, like it's the thing.
That's the thing too. I don't like. I wish Amazon, because Amazon Prime has some animes up there that they don't really push, that you only get on Amazon Prime.
You have to really go through the archives to find it sometimes.
I was just thinking they didn't really make anime like that. Did you have some up there?
Well, yeah, because
Vinland Saga, bro.
It's just licensed. It's all licensing. Well, Vinland, because Vinland was licensing too, because they had Iron Fortress Kabanari up there, and then Netflix somehow snaked that from
on that.
And they had like one about a baseball anime up there that I started watching a little bit. It's like they just
Diamond.
It's a random one, like not one of the big ones.
It's about the pitcher. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think I just saw something recently about it yesterday.
Like they have a few up there. Then they have the classic collection. Like if you like me, who've been watching a lot of these animes, I probably should have been watching in second grade. But like since then, Saturday morning anime on Sci-Fi Network.
Oh wow, you're watching Blue. What was it called? Blue Geese, something. I forgot what it's called.
Kashan, the Robot Hunter, and all of them. Like
Demon
Shinjuku's up there.
Kashan, oh whoa, that's
Demon Super. Yo, you should never watch. I don't even want to watch that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw that. Like again, I've been like when I was telling you, I was telling them in the chat, right? Like, yeah, listeners. I was telling these dudes in the chat. I was watching Dominion Tank Police. I was in the second grade watching Dominion Tank Police, a show about police that use tanks to kill people, and then the criminals were like these strippers who were cat people. It was wild. I showed you the meme. The dude was reading a book saying his book was How to Kill. It was just, it's my favorite anime to this day.
Oh god!
To bring up another anime as a segue, I completed Beastars. So,
okay, yeah, let's finish it off with that one.
Yeah, so Beastars is basically beasts are just animals. Basically, they
Furries,
have no personas. Yeah, they have their own personas, no personalities, and it has discrimination and everything in the world, just like you would think, just because they're different animals,
carnivores and herbivores.
Then there's a battle between carnivores and herbivores. But then they have like a rabbit in the show, and she's known for being slutty because
a hussy.
No, yeah, hussies. Yeah, but no,
y'all wilding.
No, I'm serious. That's what it's about.
Go ahead.
And then it has like some bestiality, and it kind of like when it's like
it's not bestiality.
No, I mean like should a carnivore. I meant like
a mix of cultures.
No, should a carnivore be with a rabbit? Like should a wolf
it deals with pretty much.
I'm sorry. I'm full of judge mode.
No. All right, look, James, I'm not trying to shit on you, but you're not doing a good job. Look. This is definitely what it is, though. I'm joking, James. Honestly, he put it within perspective what it is. It's honestly that. But it deals a lot with a discrimination, like you said, it deals a lot with discrimination between both classes, between both cultures, between both races of the herbivores and the carnivores. And to see them
between all the carnivores and the herbivores as well, based off their quote unquote genetic traits. Like, you have gazelles that's supposed to be
Utopia type
tall,
shit.
And yes, Utopia type. Gazelles like slender, tall, and sexy. Then you have the shorter stature ones. Then you have like,
their stereotypes.
Yeah, all the stereotypes that you have. And then you got the really handsome deer. And then you have a really dope goat. Like you're like, it looks so majestic. Like, like a stag and like everything like that. And then you have a wolf. You're like, this wolf is so much power.
Strong, intimidating.
Yes, exactly. All of that. And then these cultures of herbivores, and these are kids, by the way. And they're in high school or they're in some school. based off the age. I think the wolf was like 27 in one of them, and I was like, 27. Hold on, I thought you were in school, but I didn't understand how.
Hold on. Thomas got a question.
See, James, I feel bad because I understand Max flushes when he said teenagers, but you too.
Look, all right, first of all, a lot of shonens, they start off with these characters being 15, 16 years old. So this should not be new for you just because they're animals at all. One Piece.
This is why you like shonens.
How old was Luffy when he first started off in One Piece? 15 years old. No, 17. He was 17, actually. Still young. He wanted to make him, James, he wanted to make him younger. You see that? No, he was 17. Whatever.
And I was trying to figure out if the ages were going by animal years or not. I was like, so wait, are they different ages? And it depends on, like, you're 27 because that's what you are in wolf years, but you're both actually the same amount of years in human years
within the school district.
Yeah, with the school. I was trying to figure it out. I had no idea how that worked.
Yeah, because turtles could live up to what, more than 100 years? Oh, past 100 years.
Like, it might be 100, or they might be 50 years old when they finally go to school. Like, I'm like, I have no idea.
And the thing is, with Beastars, the way it starts off is a mystery because there's a murder that happens in the school.
Right.
So you're following that, and you're following the main protagonist, Legacy, I think his name is.
Yeah. All right.
Legacy. All right. Yeah, he's a gray wolf, and you see his struggle with the idea of being a carnivore. Legosi. And you see his struggle with being a carnivore, a person that eats meat, an animal that eats meat, and trying to build relationships around that.
Question: how does this work? I know, like, I'm thinking of like a show like Zootopia, like the movie Zootopia. I don't think they really talked about that. So what do the carnivores eat their neighbors?
They do.
That's what one of the murders is. One of the murders is a herbivore being eaten,
and they don't
killed
know
and eaten.
They don't know who did it. So the whole story is following Lugosi, who he's trying to figure out who actually did it. But he also has a love life with a rabbit that everybody just thinks is just getting around. Yeah. Then they have school plays and stuff like that too. So, like, the herbivores and the carnivores are working together to actually be in a school. But then it's mysterious, and they also throw in like the black market because, of course, like, carnivores want to eat meat, and people end up missing because of that. And it even goes so crazy to Euphoria, where, which is crazy. Like, they'll have like a strip club with a naked herbivore, but carnivores just around salivating from it because it's a herbivore.
Is the meat from it. So there is a lot of things that deal with instinct and fighting. The whole thing is fighting your instincts or allowing your instincts, because they're taught to not hunt carnivores. If you want to live in a society, that's the thing, they still eat within their means. Like, there'll be people that might in the black market. If you want to, if for the carnivores in the black market, certain herbivores will sell their body parts for money.
What?
Yes. Yeah. This show is crazy, man. I'm telling you.
It's the manga. I got pretty far into the manga. I'm letting it build still. I think it's almost done. But it really delves into the idea of the split and the psychology behind it all. Like the relationships between a herbivore and a carnivore, like the stereotypes, the demonization, the interracial relationships. They'll dive into that. Like, it really goes into our society today with a white and a black person trying to make a relationship happen. It was such a taboo back then, and even in this world, it's a big taboo as well. Like, not to spoil, but it gets into the idea of a mixed race child within the manga.
I don't like it.
Very interesting, man. It's very interesting.
I don't like it. I don't want to see no beast rabbit baby running up. I'm good.
It definitely has its mature moments, but not. It definitely has mature moments. So there's gonna be moments where you're gonna be like, why? But then
someone builds a lot of character of the characters in the show. Like, it honestly adds to them, and you see them actually develop. And you're like, this is great how they did this.
I'm gonna say this. If you want to see a chimera, I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist.
But they're not animal. All right, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not gonna bring up that moment. Don't do that.
Daddy.
You have been blacklisted, sir. You are evil. Honestly, I would say watch the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh, no, I'm not watching this.
I'm saying for the viewers, for the ones that haven't Beastars, it's on Netflix, right? The first and second season?
Both first and second season on Netflix.
So with
I would suggest
it's one of those more. So how much of the mystery is like center stage?
It comes and goes. Like the show progresses with that mystery, but it's so much. It builds so much on the characters as well.
Because of that, not to cut you off, James, but because of that murder, that's where the shift really, like, where it becomes more prevalent on why herbivores and carnivores contrast so much. So, like, you know, it's like being taught American history at the age of 21. After what happened to George Floyd.
But all right, so the thing I was trying to figure out though is the murder mystery, like is the murder like more of a background subplot or is it like a main plot?
It's a main plot. It's a main plot that helps build the characters. So you see the characters going to school, dealing with their lives and them becoming to their own or aging in their adolescence. And then it has the backstory of the murder that you follow around the wolf, Lugosi, which is kind of like, he's a wolf, he's like one of the pack, but he ends up being conflicted and wanting to protect herbivores and I guess like carnivores want to be on the same plane.
Having a better name for, because I think he has like a self-hate. I think he has a lot of that to deal with. Like, if I'm going off from memories of what I remember reading.
You're pulling me around a little bit.
The main focus is on Legacy. Legosi, that's his name, Legacy.
Yeah, but he is definitely a predator. He is by far a predator, and he's gentle. But he's the struggle.
What's entertaining is the struggle that he goes through, and I really enjoyed that.
So the struggle is more the like I was trying to figure out like what's the driving plot line. Like it's like every episode focused on.
It's an amalgamation, bro. It's a slice of life. It's a mystery. It's a romance. It's an action. It's an adventure. Like they go through so many different subplots, but the main focus is the mystery behind the murder. But as soon as I'm pretty sure season 2 is gonna reveal all that, but there's more layers after that.
It does, and I was trying to figure out the way it ended with season 2. I was like, are they gonna go ahead and continue with the anime? Or are they not?
They could definitely do it still.
Because the whole name of the show was called Beastars. Yeah, so Beastars means like the star of Beast.
That's exactly. And you're right. I totally forgot about that plot.
You have to figure out who's going to be the front runner of this, and it could be like, that's why I said them being a majestic stag, and then you have a wolf that could be great too, but it all depends on how this wolf develops. Then there's other characters as well, like, you know, who's going to represent society on both sides.
Yes.
And tie them, combine them together, like so they can continue to coexist, that each side will look at this person and respect them. And the school is helping to develop that, but I think it might be other schools like that too. But we're just paying attention to the school and
their story.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Honestly, I would suggest watching at least the first 3 episodes.
He went from 2 to first 3 now.
No, he said 1.
I said 3. I said 2. I said 1 to 3, or I said 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah,
something like that, or 2 to 3.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
Honestly, it's really not that bad. I think you might enjoy it for its plot. I don't think you'll appreciate the little racy moments, but once you get past the racy, there's only one or 2 scenes that something a little illicit happens. But
I trust you. There's only 1 or 2.
You trust me?
Yeah, I trust you.
He said, "Is there how many
over both of the seasons? Over both of the seasons, I'm gonna go with there's 4 moments, but one of them is like showing what happened in the past to dive deeper into the story of why these 2 people connected.
Okay.
So
naked animals.
Hey man, I was not expecting the strip club, man. I was not.
Wait,
like,
what?
Crazy twist.
Oh, they showed it in the anime?
Yes.
Oh
shit!
shit!
They didn't, show it because like
They showed the actual scene.
It showed that scene and like how that plot was driven and why the carnivores actually
go there.
Feel the way they feel. And it's because it's the herbivore and
it's a great manga. It's one of the best mangas I've read.
I don't know if I feel comfortable now. Like,
yeah, you don't need to, man. It's gonna keep going with or without you.
Like, I was like, I might watch the show. And you say this, I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable.
Bro, you gotta take some of the weirdness with what the main plot is.
Watching, like,
You lock all the doors, put the blinds down, because you're gonna feel uncomfortable with someone knowing that you're watching it. No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's what shame is. Yeah.
No, but I definitely recommend the show. I know I'm
gonna get on season 2.
Talking about it weird, but it's honestly,
bro.
It's the way the beasts coexist. Like it's the way the beasts coexist.
I think I'll give it a college try because I did try Where the House Husband and
my God,
and it was one of the best experiences you've ever had. Yes, we know. Calm down, gosh.
And that's our show.
No, we do gotta wrap it up.
Quick shout out to Tokyo Revengers. They killed the game. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is.
Gotta get back on that.
Man, Tokyo Revengers is something you just got to continue to watch. Like, I'm like, yo, what's happening next? Like, how is the story going to continue to develop?
As you see.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like, if it's a seasonal one or if it's just going to be continuing, like how One Piece and them do. Because I'm like, yo, we really do need to, like, if y'all want, go in on it at some point. Because it's like, it's a good, I don't know how many there is now. Like, 16 episodes or something like that.
We should definitely do a reaction or a live stream watch party so we could and put it on the channel because I think people will appreciate that. Like show clips of what we're watching.
We'll have to figure out what we can do
right now.
Yeah. See what we could get away with without copyrights and YouTube trying to kill us. But all right, man. We're good, fellas?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that was a good anime moment. That's some good suggestions. I'm definitely get on Beastars season 2 though.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on watching it, and then I just happened like, let me check this out. And next thing you know, I was like, yep.
I definitely trust now because James ain't planning on watching it.
I didn't at all.
I know how that goes.
All right, man. On that note, this is Media Marauders, man. This is Max, Mr. Thomas, and Mr. James, fellas. Once again, thank you for showing up, man. And King, hopefully you'll be in the next one, man. Hope everything's good out there. Shout out over there to him. Please click like and subscribe. Don't forget that bell on the side of all Media Marauders content, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is all our social media platforms. So please take a look. Let us know. Leave a comment. Tell us what we can do in the future to make us better for the content that you may want. So y'all have a good one, man. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Booger sugar.